Hello, today I am going to teach you how to make this beautiful puff stitch. Hi, and welcome to my channel, Heartfelt Crochets by Darlene. Here on my channel, you will find tutorials and crochet with me's and look what I've made. So if that's what you're looking for, then you've come to the right place. So grab a cup of coffee or whatever it is that you're drinking today. Come crochet with me. Oh, and hey, by the way, if you like the videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of all my upcoming videos. Okay, now let's go crochet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started making this beautiful puff stitch. Today I am going to be using the yarn color red as shown in this swatch, and we are going to start by creating a slip knot. Now it doesn't matter what type of yarn you use or what size needle hook it is that you use today, because this is just learning a new stitch. It's not creating a pattern, so whatever you choose. We are going to start by creating a chain of 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now where we are doing the puff stitch today, we need a base row. So let's go ahead and create a row of single crochets, and we are going to do that by placing our first single crochet in the second chain from the hook. To refresh your memory, insert your hook, draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through the 2, and that's a single crochet. So let's go ahead and do that across this chain for our first row, and that will give us 10 single crochets. And the last one. Okay, so there's your base row of single crochets. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to turn our work. And if you've watched my other tutorials for beginners, I've always told you never to forget this very first stitch. Today's an exception. Creating the puff stitch, we are going to skip the first and go into the second. Yarn over, insert the hook into the second stitch, and draw up a loop. That's all we're going to do. We're going to do that again. We're not going to draw through any of these loops. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that stitch, and draw up a loop. Do it again. And one more time. So that's a total of 4 times. This will leave 9 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are going to yarn over and pull through all 9 loops. Then you're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through that loop that's on your hook to complete the puff stitch. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to skip a stitch and go into the next stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, and pull up a loop. Repeat that 3 more times. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull up a loop for a total of 4 times. Yarn over, pull through all 9 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the loop that was on the hook to complete that puff stitch. Now I want you to make sure that you continue watching this video for the first couple of rows, because there's a couple of important factors that you need to know in making the puff stitch. So let's go ahead and finish this row, it'll be skip, go into the next one, skip, go into the next stitch, skip, and then going into the last stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, draw up a loop, repeat 3 more times. Now you want to draw up your loop tall also, because you don't want it to be a little tiny short puff stitch. It'll be really hard to work. And into the last stitch, and you want to make sure you go onto both pieces of yarn, that little V on the last stitch. Four times, pull through all 9 loops on the hook. And pull it through the last loop that's left on the hook. And there we have 5 puff stitches. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 2, turn our work. We're not going into the stitch above the puff stitches. We are going in between the puff stitches, so into the space. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to insert a hook into the space and pull up a loop, and do that 3 more times for a total of 4. Pull through all 9 loops on your hook. Come on. And then finishing it by pulling through that loop. And go ahead and do that all the way down to the end, and I'll see you there. Okay, and then the last space. And then the very last puff stitch is going to go in between this puff stitch and this chain 3 that we made at the beginning of the last row. So yarn over, insert into that space, pull up a loop 4 times. And there you have the beautiful puff stitch. If you found that this tutorial was helpful and that you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like to get notified of upcoming tutorials and other videos that you will find in my playlist if you're interested in going to check those out. Love you all. Bye.